Hey, this is Max. Welcome back to another CSR2 video. So Collections Beta is live for my main account. I'm going to give you my review of this particular new event. So the Collections idea is pretty simple. The developers give us all these, quote, collections that we are supposed to acquire. So that's step one, acquire the cars. And then once you acquire them, they start off as what they call rookie collection. So the rookie task is simply to lock in a car that you have. So get the car, lock it in, you have finished rookie task. Once you have that done, there's a what they call veteran task that's associated with each car, and they're different depending on the car. But this one, for example, is one of the ones I dislike. Elite level, upgrade your car to rank 50. Any of these elite level stuff uses up your valuable elite tokens, and they're elite tuner cars you want to do and other things you want to upgrade. So that kind of a task is really a hell of a resource burner and that I'm not too keen on. Now, the second type is pretty easy veteran task, but also very difficult for free-to-play players and newer players, because these are basically time attacks in the half mile. You can do it on the regulation races, but your cars will have to be close to maxed. And let's be honest, that's a lot of cars to max if you're going to do all these for the whole collection of various type of collections. So that's a big one. Even as simple as the second, the Street Rapids collection, I'm currently stuck because elite level yet again. So you're not going to be able to complete the collection without making all cars veteran. So therefore, that one little card not being veteran basically stops you from completing the collection. Now, besides that, why would you focus on getting any of these cars into veteran in the first place? Well, what happens is when you're getting the cars ready and you have them in the collection, you'll go to the map and you'll see events that are available. And right now, the one that I want to talk about first is the sprint race. It's called the Collections Cup Sprint Race. There's only basically 2 days to do it. So you need to get on it pretty quick. Now, it's important to see here that there's a set of rewards for what they call the rookie reward path and the veteran reward path. How this is determined is when you lock in a car, the car that you lock in has to either be a rookie car or a veteran car, right? So what happens if you lock in a rookie car, which, for example, my Veris Civic, one of the options I had was only a rookie car because I'm not going to elite level this all the way up just to make it a veteran car, then I only get the reward from the rookie path. The other thing to note is that tickets are part of the rewards. So if you want the bigger ticket counts, and these tickets are important, and we're going to talk about where we're going to use them, you want to make sure you lock in a veteran car for any reward with a ticket. This one, the reason I locked in only the rookie car is because it's only green and blue fusions. But take note, the brand of the car you lock in, the fusions automatically applies to the car you lock in. So here, I had blue and red fusions. Remember, those red fusions for a specific brand can be pretty difficult. If that brand is available as a lock-in and you have it veteran upgraded, this is an opportunity to get yourself 3 epic fusions from a particular brand that you choose. However, that's assuming that brand is available in the selection of cars, of course. In my case, I would have had only the options to get Ford, Mini, Mercedes, Jaguar, or Dodge. Now, I wasn't sure how difficult the challenges would be, so I used the hot hatches first. In retrospect, if I were to know that I could have gotten 3 specific brand epic fusions, I might have locked in something more like along the line of Mercedes in this lock-in to make sure I get Mercedes fusions, or maybe even put the Dodge here because I'm always short on Dodge fusions. But that's kind of where you need to be careful what car you pick out of your selection to lock in into these events. The other thing is keep an eye on the time. You don't have a lot of time to finish these events. And that means at all times you want to start keeping an eye on what you can complete from the veteran task side of any of these collections. You can kind of look at them. Now, let's talk about the real advantage here, what I really like about the collections, and that is the ability to use tickets, which ultimately can be acquired freely if you play your cards right. You can collect these tickets over time, even as a completely free-to-play player. And if you have enough tickets, you can now acquire these purple star cards that are not in your collection using tickets. Here, you want to be very smart about what you waste your ticket on. I would caution you against getting a card for tickets just to collect a particular collection. Yes, it'll be nice to have that, but for us, outside of the collection itself, what you really want to look at and how I would prioritize it is paid cards that you could not have acquired otherwise that are good outside of this collection thing would be my priorities. So I would, if I was missing cards, I would look at cards like the CCA50, the Gamera Launch Edition, the Jesco. Now the Jesco kind of irritates me because the developers made sure you had to get the orange one. Well, I already have the white one. It's the same car with a different color, but no, you must use the orange one. So that is actually kind of annoying, and I really don't want to spend $12.75 tickets just to get an orange one when I have a Folding Max white one sitting in my garage. But it is what it is. At some point, I'm going to have to do it. I just don't want to do it right now. And the same goes for the Agera RS. It's not that good a car. I'm not driven to spend all those tickets on it. So spending your tickets, acquiring the tickets is going to take time. Spending your tickets is going to take some planning and thought, so you don't waste it on a car that you ultimately will have very little use out of. And free-to-play players tend to be missing more of the purple star cars, and I think, again, if they're available to you, there'll be a ticket set for each of these cars. However, that being said, the cars that you cannot get away with using tickets on are these Elite Tuner Collector Prize type cars. Notice there's no ticket count here. You still have to go through deleting all those cars to get this car. So this, since I'm not a big Elite Tuner guy, I hate deleting cars and fighting for Elite tokens. This is going to be one of those collections I probably won't finish for a long time. And maybe that will prevent me from finishing some of these events like the sprint things that comes along. Now, another one that's coming on the board, which is interesting to see, is the Showdown, Collector Showdown. That will set specific cars. You want to always see if you have the fastest one, of course, and use that. Don't forget, these are milestone cars, so they all have purple star versions that are quicker. So your Folding Max Z Nismo yellow star can still get beaten by purple stars. What these gives at the minimum, I mean, most of us can get to like 700-800 pretty quick. You're talking about 300 tickets per showdown. So even if you have the car built, not necessarily the Apex car, just enough to at least get to 800, you get easily 300 tickets per showdown. Over time, that adds up, and that gives you options towards collecting enough tickets to acquire the car of your choice from the actual collection. So, is the collection a great thing to have in the game? Sure, it's nice to have something new to do, and certainly for a lot of us that have the cars, having these goals where you already have the car pretty built, you just run them, get them veteran, it's pretty fun. Where the goals may start to become annoying is when you have goals like this one here. Okay, it's nice to have a nice car or not so nice car. It's when they ask you to elite the car to level 50, or you elite some other car that you generally don't care about to some crazy fully elite level. That is going to be a bit of a resource burn that I'm not happy about. The other ones, of course, is stuff like this, where you have to basically build a otherwise useless car. Fortunately, this was already built because of events, but you're forced to build otherwise useless car to nearly max to achieve these veteran status for the cars. That can become a huge resource burn for people that have been saving cash, not building cars. Remember, if you build 6 cars for a collection and they're tier 5s, that's like 40 million in cash you just burned, plus fusions, plus this, plus that. So huge resource burn for people that chases the veteran goals that are basically time-based. Now, some of these goals are actually kind of amusing. Get 12 perfect launches with this car. You just do that in the dyno. So, you know, if you want to do it in a racing, sure, you can use it in the racing. At least you get some cash and stuff from it, but you're also using fuel pips. But if you don't want to use fuel pips and you just want to get this done, do it in the dyno, put it to quarter mile. You can have a little fun just getting through that. Some of the other more obnoxious, in my opinion, challenges would be something like this one, where you have to win 50 live races with this car. Thank God that's actually a decent live racer. That's not so bad. You can actually win 50. But with the Juke, it's a little bit more work. My Juke was bumped before, so I took it into live and kind of tried. So what I ended up doing was bot hunting, trying to get my 25 wins. So those can be a little obnoxious. Another one that's interesting, different, but also somewhat obnoxious is the earn 5,000 RP with this car. You're looking at that thinking, hey, that's easy. 5 live races, bang, I'm done. No. You can only earn these RPs on the map. So you got to do map racing with its 300 RP per win for 5,000 RP. So they kind of make you grind. I mean, the good news is if you grind it through stuff like Prize Cup, you know, where you can pick any car to do it, it's not terrible. You can still do it and get it done. You can also do your Crew Cup runs, 3 runs here, 3 runs there to get those RP. Just keep in mind that you would have to select the right car to do those. But that 5,000 RP is going to take some runs and some effort for you to get. So that's generally my observations of this new collector's event. The cars that are in the collections, they tell you it's marked. And basically, your focus should be to always get these sprint races done for the sprint cups when it pops up as much as you can, right? I mean, sometimes you may not have the cars. Sometimes you have to pick and choose which selection you're not going to lock in the veteran reward path for. So that's it. When you lock in, don't rush. Make sure you go and, you know, make your car veteran path ready before you lock it in, so you don't lose the veteran pass rewards. Once you lock in a rookie car, you're not going to be able to get those rewards. If you have any questions about this, feel free to ask them in the comments, or if you have other information or there's things I missed, feel free to comment and add that information so other players can read it and get some insight from that. Overall, I think if you don't fall down or go down the rabbit hole of burning everything in sight resource-wise to try to finish this, quote, finish this kind of collection thing, you'll be all right. If you strategically play this and use these tickets effectively, you can, as a free-to-play player, even acquire some nice cars into your collection. And for us that actually paid for paid cars, if I missed one in the past, now's my chance to get it without having to pay for it, which is still nice. So there are positives to this, but there are also potential pitfalls that could be big negatives for players that lack self-control. So good luck with the collections. Enjoy it. Let me know what you think over time. I'm sure we're going to get more and more player feedback. If you like this video, leave a like. If you like my channel and like this kind of videos, subscribe, hit the bell, and you get notified when I put up new videos. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. I'll catch you next time.